how to make app with Google AI Studio. So this was the app that I was able to make with Google AI Studio. And then what it does is that it predicts either a father and then a mother is going to give birth to a male or a female, and then it gives it a name. Okay, so all that you have to do is simply come and then you click on summon the muse by simply putting in a name of a father here and then a name of a mother, and then when you come and then you click on summon the muse, it is going to predict either they are going to give birth to a baby girl or a baby boy, and then it gives it a name. Okay, and then after that it gives a simple story behind why it was able to give that name, and then why it selected a male or a female just like this one, and then it also provides some potential traits just like what it has done. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can also create your own app using Google AI Studio by simply going to Google AI Studio and then come here, then come here, then select the chat. Okay, so within the chat prompt, the AI that we are going to select is Gemini 2.5 Pro. This is the one that we are going to use to get a prompt to create your app. Okay, so you see that welcome to AI Studio, and then over here that is the chat box that we are going to chat with Gemini. Okay, but we have two main apps that you can create. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it before you even come and then click on run the prompt. Okay, so the first app that you can create using the Google AI Studio is the one that requires API key. Okay, so let me explain something more about the API key. So the API key kind of app is any app that you have to give permission by simply creating an API key, and then it will give you a permission to get data from an online source. Okay, so any app that you have to get data from an online source, you have to come and then create an API key. But the one that we are going to create, you are not going to use any API key. So all that you have to do is simply come to the chat box and then come and then describe exactly what you want the app to be. Okay, as I said, you don't have to type in an app or describe an app whereby you are going to derive data from an online source. If you do that kind of app or ask for that kind of app, you have to create an API key. Okay, so this one, it is just a name predictor app, and then simply come and then click on the run, and then it is going to run and then give you the prompt. Okay, so as I said, it is just a baby name predictor app that I describe, and then this is the prompt that it has given me. Okay, so that is what you have to do. You have to give it something that you don't have to derive anything from the internet. Okay, so you just come and then click on copy, and it will be copied. That is the prompt we have copied, and after that simply come here to where we have the build. Come and then click on the build, and then simply come here, okay, where you can build your app, and then from the box, from the chat box, come and then paste in the prompt that you copied. Okay, and then simply come and then click on the run. Okay, so it is going to run. Just relax, sit back, and then allow it to build your app for you. So from here where you have full screen, when you click on it, it will bring you here, that is the app in a full screen. And then as you can see, we have successfully created our app. All that you have to do is simply come and then put in the name of the father here. So I'm going to use Gideon, and then we also come and then put in the name of the mother. I'm going to use Precious, and then after that simply come down here and then come and then click on review baby's name. Okay, and then that is it. So the baby, that is the baby's name, and then it is female. Okay, so the only difference between the app whereby you have to use an API is where you are going to derive data from an internet source or an online source. Okay, so let me click on the zoom, and then over here you can download your app. You can also share your app as well, and then you can also come and then copy it. Okay, so when you want to see it, just go to the Google AI Studio, and then simply come here to the build. Okay, you click on the build. where you build your app, and then you can come and then find it from your apps by clicking on it, and then you will see that the first one is the one that we have just created now. So that is how to make an app with Google AI Studio. Simple. Like it, and then see you in my next video.